What's up guys, my name is TechnoTuner and today I'm bringing to you my DoomZ deck profile. As a lot of people have seen, DoomZ has been in the advanced format for a little bit now and has been taking either regionals or showing itself in tops at YCSs. While this deck is very fun to play, it does offer a lot of good capability for those that love the Xyz archetype, but also loving to use the equip mechanic for spells and other items in Yu-Gi-Oh! This deck offers up a lot from field destruction to hand destruction to getting other effects when monsters are destroyed or summoned. You do have a lot of good options with this deck. It is one of those Medius decks that I would recommend players to try out if you have the opportunity to. I know this deck is a bit pricey. I got it when it was very low and it wasn't expected to really do much. I've been picking up the pieces as it comes in and we see more support as this archetype has really amazing art, and I do like the art style of the deck. Anyways guys, let's go ahead and hop right into this and I can go over a little bit more about what we're doing for the main deck and what each card does. Alright, starting off the main deck, we're going to be starting with 3 DoomZ 12-0 Drastia. You can target one DoomZ card you control, destroy it, and if you do, you special summon this card from your hand, then you can equip one equip spell from your deck to this card. While this card is equipped with an equip card, quick effect, you can special summon one Wind Machine Xyz from your extra deck with the same rank as this card's level. And if you do, attach this card and its equip card to that monster as its material. This is treated as an Xyz summon. You can only use each effect of DoomZ 12-0 Drastia once per turn. This card is really good for the deck as it offers basically just a quick effect, go into a big rank 8 that you can utilize. It's also just a really good way to pop cards, start off your combo, and so forth. As this card is basically a really good card to utilize in certain situations. Most people are playing it at 2. For me personally, I played it at 3 because I like getting out the big boss a lot sooner than later. Alright, following that up, I'm playing 3 DoomZ 7 Alara. If this card is normal or special summon, or destroyed by card effect, you can set one DoomZ spell or trap from your deck. While this card is equipped with an equip card quick effect, you can special summon one Wind Machine Xyz monster from your extra deck with the same rank as this card's level, and if you do, attach this card and its equip card to that monster as its material. This is treated as an Xyz summon. You can only use each effect of DoomZ 7 Alara once per turn, basically giving you the option to search a spell when it's destroyed or summoned. Can really help because a lot of the DoomZ spells pop, summon, or search, which can really help you out in a crunch. Up next, of course, we're playing 3 Drupedo, the Shade Machine Power Patron. During your main phase, you can destroy this card and one Power Patron or DoomZ monster in your hand or face-up field. Then you can destroy one card on the field. You can only use this effect of Drupedo, the Shade Machine Power Patron, once per turn. That is its pendulum effect. Now, as its main monster effect is, this card is always treated as a DoomZ card. You can banish the top 3 cards of your deck, face down, destroy this card, and if you do, special summon one Jupiter, the Power Patron of Destruction, from your extra deck. This is treated as an Xyz summon. Then you can attach one card from your hand to it. If this card is added to your extra deck, face up, you can add one Power Patron or DoomZ spell or trap from your deck to your hand. You can only use each effect of Drupedo, the Shade Machine Power Patron, once per turn. Basically a great way to get out your big boss, but also trigger off your DoomZ effects by popping other cards on the field to trigger their effects, but also getting some board removal as well. Up next, of course, we're playing 2 DoomZ 5 Almeth. If this card is no more special summon or destroyed by card effect, you can add one DoomZ monster from your deck to your hand except DoomZ 5 Almeth. While this card is equipped with an equip card quick effect, you can special summon one Wind Machine Xyz monster from your extra deck with the same rank as this card's level. And if you do, attach that card and its equip card to that monster as material. This is treated as an Xyz summon. You can only use each effect of DoomZ 5 Almeth once per turn. A good way to search your monsters, but also another way that you can go right directly into your Xyz plays to further help out in start combo. Now, As for the rest that we have, we are playing one Power Patron DoomZ. You cannot special summon from the extra deck except Xyz monsters. You can only use each of the following effects of Power Patron DoomZ once per turn. You can target one other effect monster you control, special summon from your extra deck one DoomZ Xyz monster, or one Jupiter, the Power Patron of Destruction, with the same rank as the Xyz, or same level of that monster you control. You cannot, by using that monster as material, this treated as an Xyz summon. And if you do, equip this card you control to it as an equipped spell. If this card is destroyed, you can add one DoomZ card from your deck to your hand, basically allowing you to cheat out an Xyz for one of your DoomZ monsters, but also giving you the option to get another DoomZ card from your deck to your hand when it is destroyed. But it also functions as an equip card as well that can help start your combos. Up next, of course, we're playing the one Medius the Pure. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add to your hand or special summon one Power Patron monster from your deck. If this card is in your graveyard, you can shuffle one monster from your hand or face-up field into the deck. And if you do, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use each effect of Medius the Pure once per turn. This card is a great starter because it gets us either into our Durapedda or a Power Patron DoomZ to start our combos. Now, as the last two monsters outside of hand traps, of course, I'm playing the one Vidolium, the Unstable Power Patron of Unity. You can activate one of these effects as its pendulum effect. Destroy this card, and if you do, special summon Power Patron monster from your hand or graveyard. Destroy this card. Also, for the rest of this turn, Power Patron monsters you control, whose original level is 12, gain 5,000 attack. You can only use each effect of Vidolium, the Unstable Power Patron of Unity, once per turn. So, for its actual main effect, cannot be normal summon or set. Must be special summon from your extra deck or graveyard by returning 3 monsters, 1 fusion, 1 synchro, and 1 Xyz, from your face-up field and or graveyard to the extra deck. Unaffected by monster effects except Power Patron monsters. If this card is added to your extra deck face-up, you can add one Power Patron card from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect of Vidolium, the Unstable Power Patron of Unity, once per turn. If this card is special summon, banish face down all cards in the graveyards. So, being able to banish all your opponent's cards in their graveyards can further hurt them, but also when you're pairing it with the actual field spell, it lowers your opponent's attack by a decent amount as well. It's 100 per each banish card, which can really start to dwindle them down and really allow you to go for an OTK if needed. Aside from that, we're playing the one Therian King Regulus. You can only use each of the following effects of Therian King Regulus once per turn. You can target one Therian monster or one machine monster in your graveyard, special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, equip that monster to this card. When your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you can send one Therian monster card from your hand or face-up field to the graveyard, negate that effect. A Therian monster equipped with this card gains 700 attack. Also can activate the second effect listed above if it were Therian King Regulus. So that further helps set up further negations, but also utilizes the capability of getting the Power Patron back on the board, or really any of the machine Xyz monsters that we play, as good ways to get cards popped and starting our combos. But that also allows us to pop the cards during our opponent's turns to further play through further interruptions. Now, as for the hand traps, of course, feel free to edit these however you see fit, but I'm playing 3 Ash Blossom, 2 Ghost Ogre, and then, of course, the 2 Droll and Lockbird. These are the main monster hand traps I'm playing. If you're playing more of a board breaker format, I would supplement them for either Dark Ruler No More or other cards that can better benefit you in the actual events that you'll be participating in. But that's all that I have for the monsters of the main deck. Let's go ahead and hop right into our spells and traps. Now, as for the spells, of course, we're going to start off with 3 Spellbound. All face-up monsters your opponent currently controls cannot be attributed or used as material for a fusion, synchro, Xyz, or link summon until the end of this turn. I'm using this as more of a board breaker, as a way to further prevent my opponent from playing during their turn, but can also turn off a lot of their effects and everything else, because if their deck is reliant on extra deck, Spellbound can turn it off. Then, followed up, I'm playing 3 Prohibited Power Patron Portal Terminus. Send 1 Power Patron monster from your deck or extra deck to the graveyard. Then you can add 1 Dark Fairy monster from your deck to your hand. Also, you cannot declare attacks for the rest of this turn except with Power Patron monsters. At the start of the damage step, if your Power Patron monster battles an opponent's monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard, banish face down that opponent's monster. You can only use each effect of Prohibited Power Patron Portal Terminus once per turn. So basically being able to utilize that card to get our search for Medius and start our combo can help us set up our board a lot easier and get us our negation and interactions set up a lot earlier too. Now for some DoomZ cards, we're playing 3 DoomZ Change. Destroy 1 DoomZ card in your hand, deck, or face-up field, except DoomZ Change. If this card is destroyed by card effect, you can add 1 DoomZ card from your graveyard to your hand, except DoomZ Change. Then you can special summon 1 DoomZ monster from your hand. You can only use each effect of DoomZ Change once per turn. Being able to pop something from your deck and then add a monster from your graveyard to your hand and then special summon that monster can start your combos out greatly, especially if you're looking to play longer into the game and get some grind game going. Next, we're playing 3 DoomZ Raiders. During your main phase, you can destroy 1 other DoomZ card in your hand or face-up field, then add to your hand or special summon 1 DoomZ monster from your deck. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of this turn except for Xyz monsters. If this card is destroyed by card effect, you can target 1 face-up monster on the field, destroy it. You can only use 1 DoomZ Raiders effect per turn and only once that turn. Once again, popping to destroy a card triggers more effects, but we're also getting the special summon. But if this card's also destroyed, we get to destroy another card, which can trigger off more effects or just help us break a board. Now, up next we got DoomZ Command Adrastea. This is the one I'm playing at 2 of because it's really good. The first time the equipped monster will be destroyed by battle, each turn it is not destroyed. You can only use each of the following effects of DoomZ Command Adrastea once per turn. During your main phase, you can destroy the equipped monster, and if you do, special summon 1 DoomZ monster in defense position, except the destroyed monster, from your hand, graveyard, or banishment. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target 1 face-up monster you control, equip it with this card, and then take damage equal to the equipped monster's level or rank times 100. So basically being able to revive a monster or just equip this from the graveyard can really further help. This card is really beneficial as it does give you a little bit more protection for board breaking capabilities, but also gives you the option to pop a card, summon 1 from graveyard or banishment or hand to further your plays. And of course, we're playing the 1 DoomZ Command Doomdurg. Once per turn during the standby phase, inflict 500 damage to the controller of the equipped monster. A DoomZ monster equipped with this card, or a Wind Machined Xyz monster that has this card as material, gains the following effects. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. Once per turn, quick effect. You can activate this effect. Destroy 1 other face-up card you control. Also for the rest of this turn, this card gains attack equal to its own level or rank times 100. Can attack directly, and if it battled, it is destroyed at the end of the damage step. So, while it does give you the option to attack directly for a whole lot of damage, it does have its downsides where you have to destroy it, but also makes it to where it's harder for your opponent to really out, as it does make it to where they can't target it with card effects. Now, speaking about that plundered planet, we got the plundered Power Patron plane, Vidolia. You can reveal 1 Power Patron monster in your extra deck, banish face down 1 card from your hand, then add to your hand or special summon 1 monster from your deck that mentions that revealed name, except it's in its own or in its once per turn restriction clause. You can only use each effect of plundered Power Patron plane Vidolia once per turn. Monsters your opponent controls lose 100 attack for each banished card. Your opponent cannot activate the effects of cards in the graveyard while you control Nerva, the Power Patron of Creation, Jupiter, the Power Patron of Destruction, or Genora, the Power Patron of Tuning. So basically lowering your opponent's attack can really hurt them out at crucial points, but also it does allow some searching and further plays. Now, as for the as the spells are finished, we're moving on to the traps. For this deck, I only play 2 traps. I'm not playing the Infinite Impermanence or anything like that, but I am playing 1 DoomZ Destruction. Target 1 DoomZ Xyz monster you control, equip this card to it and it gains the following effect. Cards cannot be added from the main deck to your opponent's hand except by drawing them. If this card is destroyed by card effect, you can target 1 face-up monster on the field, equip 1 DoomZ monster from your deck to it as an equip spell. You can only use each effect of DoomZ Destruction once per turn. Basically, drawing Lockbird as a DoomZ card can really help, especially with the equips, but also gives you further playability there as well, as it helps slow down your opponent and prevent them to further outpace you when you're trying to outpace them in the grind game. And then, of course, I'm playing the one Unbreakable Xyz Barrier. When a spell or trap card or monster effect is activated, while you control an Xyz monster, negate the activation. Then if you do, detach 2 materials from a monster that you control, or monsters. Then destroy one target card on the field. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Xyz monster you control, attach one Light Utopia or Utopic Xyz monster from your graveyard to it. You can only use each effect of the Unbreakable Xyz Barrier once per turn. I'm basically running it as a counter trap negation that can further help with breaking boards, but also setting up a little bit of additional protection for you nonetheless when you're looking to actually set up a bit of a better board. As this deck is more fun to play, it has a lot of good capabilities and good ways to be modified. Perfect example, if you're looking to play this more for Genesis, cut the Plundered Power Patron Plain Bedolia, the Prohibited Power Patron Portal Terminus, and the Unbreakable Xyz Barrier, as those can give you a little bit more to work with, but you have other options in which you can work into the deck as well to further your plays. As this deck offers up a lot more, we're going to be seeing this as we go into the extra deck for the Xyz plays, but for what you see here for the spells and traps, feel free to modify however best fits your locals and your playstyle. So let's go ahead and hop into the extra deck and see what we're working with. Now for the extra deck. As for the starter, we got 1 Super Quantum Mech Beast Ouroboros. 2 level 4 monsters cannot attack unless it has an Xyz material. Once per turn, you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card, then target one other face-up monster on the field, change it to face-down offense position. This effect can be activated during either player's turn if this card has a Super Quantum Green Layer as Xyz material. Once per turn, you can attach 1 Super Quantum monster from your hand or field to this card as Xyz material. So that's another way to do it. This is just basically a Book of Moon during your turn, which can further help you break your opponent's board or deal with a problematic card. Followed up by 1 Spriggan's Merrymaker. 2 level 4 monsters. If this card is special summoned from the extra deck, you can send 1 Spriggan's monster from your deck to the graveyard during your opponent's main or battle phase. Quick effect. You can banish this card until the end phase. Then if you banish this card with 2 or more Xyz materials, you can also send 1 fusion monster from your extra deck to the graveyard that lists Fallen of Albaz as material. You can only use each effect of Spriggan's Merrymaker once per turn. This card is really good, as it enables us to do our Spriggan's or Gigantic Champion Sargus plays, which can further help us out, but we'll get to that later on. Up next, we're playing 2 DoomZ Break Diactress. 2 level 4 monsters. If this card is special summon, you can destroy 1 DoomZ card in your hand or face-up field, then you can destroy 1 monster on the field. If this card is destroyed by a card effect while it has a DoomZ monster or Medius the Pure as material, you can take 1 equipped spell from your deck and either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. You can only use each effect of DoomZ Break Diactress once per turn. Just a great way to further pop cards, but also get further extension with those plays, because it allows you to set up Medius if you need to for further plays later on by basically having it in the graveyard and then reviving it back at a later point in time. Up next, of course, we're going to follow that up with 2 DoomZ 13 over Grufflario. 3 level 5 monsters, once per turn. You can also Xyz DoomZ 5 over Grufflario by using 1 DoomZ Xyz monster you control, transfer its materials. You can only use each of the following effects of DoomZ 5 over Grufflario once per turn. You can only detach 1 material from this card, add 1 DoomZ spell or trap from your deck to your hand, then you destroy 1 card in the field. If this card is destroyed by a card effect, you can special summon 1 non-Xyz DoomZ monster from your deck or graveyard. This card really just made DoomZ a lot more playable and gives it a lot more of a flair when it comes to its playstyle. Being able to search that spell and trap can really further your plays and help you with your extension, but also being able to destroy it to summon a body from your deck can really help with your starters. So for example, you'd go into Medius, go into DoomZ Break Diactress, and then into Grufflario using Diactress. You can then pop Grufflario, summon a monster from your deck to the board that can trigger its effect to either add a DoomZ monster or a spell, and you also get that spell or trap that you need to search to further set up more protection. Now, Up next, of course, we're playing the 1 Gigantic Champion Sargus. 2 level 8 monsters. Once per turn, you can also Xyz summon Gigantic Champion Sargus by using 1 Spriggan's Xyz monster you control. Transfer its materials to this card. While this card has material, you can add 1 Spriggan's or Therian card from your deck to your hand. If material or materials is detached from a monster on the field, except during the damage step, you can target 1 card on the field and either destroy it or return it to the hand. You can use each effect Gigantic Champion Sargus once per turn. So just giving you further capability to break boards, but also giving you a bounce and non-targeting destruction. Up next, well, it's not non-targeting destruction because you do have to target it, but it does give you an option to destroy it. That's my bad. Anyways, moving forward, we're playing 2 DoomZ 8 and Dryasstrius. 3 level 8 monsters. The first time this card would be destroyed by battle or card effect, each turn it is not destroyed. You only use each of the following effects of DoomZ 12 and Dryasstrius once per turn. If this card is Xyz summon, you can equip 1 other face-up monster on the field to this card as an equip spell. When your opponent activates a monster effect from field or graveyard, quick effect, you can detach 1 material from this card, negate the activation. Then you can equip 1 face-up monster opponent controls to this card as an equip spell. So basically using the DoomZ Dryasstrius in the main deck, during your opponent's turn, you're just going to quick effect rank up into Dryasstrius, go into Dryasstrius to basically eat an opponent's monster, and then you get a onboard negation, which can further help, but also gives you an additional board steal to basically break their board with. This can further help with board breaking, but also gives you a really good boss as a whole for the DoomZ strategy. Up next, of course, I'm playing 2 Jupiter, the Power Patron of Destruction. 3 level 10 monsters. Once per turn, you can also Xyz summon Jupiter, the Power Patron of Destruction by using 1 monster you control, equipped with 3 or more equip cards, transfer its materials. If this card is Xyz summon, you can equip any number of equip spells from your graveyard to this card that can equip to it. It gains 3,000 attack while it has an Xyz monster as material. Once per turn, you can detach 1 material from this card, special summon 1 DoomZ monster from your graveyard, then you destroy 1 card on the field. So this basically turns into a 6,500 beater, but also gives you a lot of good capability because you can equip monsters to it, or not monsters, but equip spells to it from your graveyard to further your plays, but also give you further options as a way for sealing out the game with an OTK, or board breaking capability. As for the last 2 Xyz monsters, of course, we're playing the 1 Superstar Slayer Typhon Sky Crisis. This is just if we're in a bad board state, we can shuffle back stuff, but further interact with our opponent. And then, of course, we're playing the 1 Divine Arsenal AA Zeus Sky Thunder. Further board breaking turns any of our Xyz monsters really into just, okay, let me overlay this since my Xyz monster went to battle. And we're going to start sending cards to the graveyard that we no longer want to deal with. While it does hurt you a little bit in the grind game, this can be a really good option if you have no others to really board break or send cards without triggering destruction effects. Now, onto the links. Of course, we're playing the 1 Clockwork Knight, 1 non-link machine monster with 1,000 or less original attack. If this card is link summoned, you can send 1 face-up continuous spell you control to the graveyard. Add 1 Clockwork Knight from your deck to your hand. You can target 1 machine monster with 1,000 or less attack in your graveyard. Tribute 1 machine monster, except this card, and if you do, special summon the targeted monster in defense position. You can only use each effect of Clockwork Knight once per turn. This card's really good because it does allow you to play around and do some goofy shenanigans with the Power Patron, as it is a machine. And it just offers up a lot of good playability there as well. It also allows you to trigger the Power Patron Geppetto as well, to where you can get it into the extra deck to get that spell search pretty well as well, or pretty early as well. Then finally we're playing the 1 Double-Headed Anger Knuckle. 2 machine monsters cannot be used as link material. You can only use each of the following effects of Double-Headed Anger Knuckle once per turn. During the main phase quick effect, you can send 1 monster from your hand or field to the graveyard, then target 1 level 10 machine monster in your graveyard. Sorry, I just lost my place. 1 level 10 machine monster in your graveyard, special summon in defense position, then negates effects. If this card is in your graveyard, you can send 1 card from your hand or field to the graveyard, special summon this card. So it's a great way to revive back the Geppetto, just to get your combo started, but it also offers up a good link climb fashion to get you into your plays and keep you going nonetheless. So basically, you can go Clockwork Knight plus Preto or the Power Patron, summon it out, and then go into that play, as it'll get you a spell. The spell will allow you to pop a card either on hand or on board. And then, or if you're using DoomZ Change as well, that is another option in which you can pop something from deck, get a monster summoned to the board, go into double-headed Anger Knuckle if you need to revive back a Preto from the graveyard, or basically any level 10 machine. So that can further help you with board breaking capabilities, set up your plays, do a little bit more extension, but you have a lot of other good options here as a whole for this deck, as it enables so much to do. That's all that I really have for the extra deck. Let's go ahead and hop right into the deck review at the end, and I'm going to go over a little bit of the pros and cons. Alright, so what's the pros and cons of this deck? Well, pros, DoomZ is a really fun archetype. It's based around the Medius. The Pure line gives you a lot of good capabilities to utilize Xyz monsters and equip spells and equip cards in a different function that you would ever see with any other deck. While it is a archetypal deck, we may see future support for it, as we've seen with the Snake Eyes format, Snake Eyes and Diabellstar line, but we also have other options such as just seeing good generic wind machines now that could work right well in the DoomZ deck. What are some cons? Well, one, Drastia is about $15 to $20 at time of recording this. This deck does offer up a lot, but you are locked into Xyz a lot of the times, which can be a hindrance if you're trying to go into the link plays or try to work another engine into the deck. The other things that I would mention with this deck is we don't really have that many very beneficial wind Xyz monsters as a whole. So it does kind of slow down a lot if any of the cards in the extra deck does get hit. But what we have with DoomZ offers a great amount of power unto itself. So I don't think we really have anything to worry there. The other options that, or the other issues I'm seeing with the deck is more along the lines of you have the option of playing 1 to 3 Medius, which is a stupidly expensive card as well. And it's more focused around popping your own cards. If you can't destroy your own cards, or if your cards can't trigger, you kind of are sitting dead in your path, to where you can't really rank up, you can't really do anything as well, you can't utilize the equip spells or any of the monster effects that you want to utilize to get you to that next step. But you have further options as well that you could really work with this deck, such as the Therion line or basically Machine Destruction. I've seen a couple other builds where people are running trains with it to offer up more of an OTK capability, but this deck does offer up a lot more than what most others do. In regards to the power level, this was played at a YCS, this was played in regionals, it most recently topped a regional, but it's more along the lines of, I don't see this deck going much further or being a real meta threat. If anything, I were to classify this at like tier 1.5, tier 2 kind of level. It's more fair than what it should be if we're looking for it to compete with Cool Tune and Power Patron and other decks along the like, as I feel that Art Mage and Elf Note do a better job with the Power Patron and Medius cards than DoomZ does itself. As this deck is, it's very fun. I enjoy it so much. I enjoy playing it. I enjoy the art. I enjoy the destruction effects, the triggering. It's so unique and it's great to play in general. For the Genesis build, it's even more fun because I can incorporate goofy little cards that allow me to do synchro plays or fusion plays, or really anything else from Snake Eyes Doom Dragon to, what is it? The Goofy Knight. Basically, it's a level 8 Synchro Knight that basically gets you an equip spell. You use the Noble Arms card that came with that as well. Basically, summon it out whenever equip monsters on the board, or equip spells on the board. Lets you further as an extender. But that is basically that I do for my own plays and all that as well, if you don't get yourself locked into Xyz plays at an early stage. Now, would this deck be fun to play in Genesis? Oh, heck yeah. There's a lot of good capability where you can modify it, lower it down to that level, and it offers up such good playability nonetheless. This deck, like I said, is a lot of fun, and I'm going to stop talking everybody's ear off about it, but basically, I hope you enjoyed today's video. As we've discussed, this deck is a lot of fun, has a lot of good power to it, has a good potential and chances to pick up regional and even YCS wins, and you're more than welcome to modify this deck list to however you see fit. I even encourage it. That's the one thing that I do encourage with all my deck builds, is modifying it to your best capability to fit your playstyle and your locals, or however events or whatever events you're going to see and play in. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.